G'day folks, Jaden Dratt here with the Farm Trader magazine, and if the soil didn't give it away, you can tell that we are in beautiful Pukekohe, the market gardening capital of New Zealand. And behind me is another LOVOL tractor. This time it's the P4110. So this is the P4 series, 110 horsepower, and I think this is a fantastic tractor for the larger lifestyle block, the market gardener, and even the smaller farmer with the 1000 kg loader. There's plenty of opportunity here for this to definitely branch out from the market gardening operation that we see today. It's a 4100 kg dry weight tractor plus the 1000 kg loader, so for a 110 horsepower tractor at 5 tonne, there's a lot of weight and a lot of strength in that. There's plenty of cool features. Let's go and check them out. Around the front end here is the main power plant. So in this tractor we've got the Weichai 4.1 4-cylinder 110 horsepower engine, and so that is a tier 3 emissions standard engine, very mechanical, so lots of straight power to the ground. Worked fantastic during the cultivating and the rotary hoeing, really lugs down, and that 4.1 litre capacity means there's plenty of displacement there. Other features to note around the front is there's plenty of area between the front grille and the radiator here. We've got these screens that you can pull off in there for the main radiator to get rid of that loose debris. We've got a nice coolant sight glass here, which is nice and easy to see for daily maintenance. Obviously just the single lever opens the bonnet, lifts nice and high. And rounding out around the front here, the front axle is very sturdy. There's a lot of steel in that front axle, pivots underneath, and you've also got greasable kingpins, which again makes it fantastic for loader work. Speaking of the loader, this is the 208, so that means that it has just under 900 kgs of lift capacity. The loader itself weighs 1000 kilos, which increases the tier weight of this machine to make it nice and stable. Quick attach by simply flicking those levers up, and it goes on more like a Stoll, Malu, John Deere, those sort of loaders with that sort of slide-on attachment system. This also is standard with self-leveling, Euro hitch tool carrier, and third service. You've also got not a multi-fastener but quick attach couplers on the other side, perfect for moving produce around, which these guys use on their market garden here, but also great for on the farm, moving hay bales, silage bales. You're going to be able to lift those heavy green bales with ease, load the bale feeder, etc. So it's going to be a good workhorse both on the market garden, around the lifestyle block, and on the farm. Up here in the cab there's also plenty to like, and it's also got a more mechanical feel. One thing that we've tested with the LOVOL tractors on the smaller models is they have a shuttle shift, but it's more mechanical, whereas this one we've got our electronic forward reverse shuttle here, so that's on the left hand side. And then down on the right hand side here we've got our 6-speed gear stick. So we've got 12x12 shuttle in this tractor, so 12 forward, 12 reverse, low and high, plus 6 gears on the stick, and we've also got a D-clutch button. Rounding out the right hand side here we've got the loader joystick on the right here. That also has the push button third service. We've got 3 spools on the right hand side here, so they've all got detent and float, and then we've also got a 2-speed PTO, so we've got 540 and 1000. In terms of comfort, it's a big cab, very similar to the 4-pillar design of the smaller models. Again, very good air conditioning, heater, and we've also got the sunroof up the front there, and then we've got the LCD display to give all of those tractor parameters, so there's a lot to like up here. Around the back here we've got a swinging drawbar which is taken out for the PTO work here, although it does have a ladder hitch, which is great for these market gardeners where they put the insert in there for pulling their veggie trailer, and then obviously they can put the swinging drawbar in, for example, if that's what they decide to do. We've got a 2.5 tonne lift capacity. We've also got quick hitch Cat 2 ball ends, and also a large top link here, which is nice and long, which is great for the rotary hoe here. So speaking of the rotary hoe, like I mentioned earlier, 2-speed PTO. We run this in 540, 2.5 metre, and admittedly it's heavily cultivated soil, but the LOVOL was just ticking along 1400 RPM and wasn't really busting a gut, so that was fantastic. Like I mentioned, 2.5 tonne, so that's done via these large lift cylinders here. The 3 spools as mentioned in the cab. It has a 55 litre per minute actual hydraulic output for the rear hydraulic pump. However, it does also have a 35 litre a minute pump solely for steering. So I guess if you combine the two, technically it has a 90 litre a minute pump. And the other thing that rounds out the back end here, we've got 520 tyres on the back, so they're a 34-inch profile. We've got 380 R24s on the front, and we've also got 4 lots of 82 kg rear wheel weights. That's going to make this thing very sturdy on top of the 5-tonne tier weight. If we now look at the top 5 reasons why I think you should consider the P4110, for me, it starts at the price. This machine, as you see it with the loader, $76,000 plus GST. So that means that instead of $1,000 a horsepower or $1,500 or $1,600 a horsepower that are getting bandied around in the market at the moment, this one comes in at $690 a horsepower. You can also get a 1% finance offer with no deposit for 24 months. So that makes this very competitive buying. We then look at the features. You got the 12-speed shuttle transmission. So we've got the wet clutch shuttle alongside the declutch button on the 6-speed gear lever. We then look at the hydraulics. 90 litres a minute if you combine the 35 litre steering pump and the 55 litre a minute pump out the back. And then we move to the tier weight. That's where I think this tractor not only is great for market gardens, but also really goes out into that livestock market, is because of its tier weight. A lot of these smaller tractors get that juiced up horsepower, but really they are quite a lightweight machine. This machine is over 5 tonne. You then add the 82 kg and 4 of those rear wheel weights, it bumps it up well over 5 tonne. So that makes this very planted. And then the last reason, and I mean it certainly gives peace of mind along if it ties back in with the first one, which is the price, and then the peace of mind of the 3-year 2,000 hour warranty. Now that can also be extended by another 2 years or 1,000 hours, and that's powertrain only. So 3 years, 2,000 hours comprehensive, and then an additional 2 years, 1,000 hours to give you a 5-year, 3,000 hour warranty. We were certainly impressed with this machine during our testing, and I think in a livestock farming capacity, this machine will really shine. Check out the upcoming review in the Farm Trader magazine. Our winter issue comes out just before field days. We have plenty of extra copies there, so you can check it out while you're pesting around Mystery Creek. You can also check out the review of this machine, plus thousands of others of news and reviews at farmtrader.co.nz. And keep an eye on the socials about what we're up to.